It was good. You know, you know, we have a team that, you know, we're about 24 players strong. You know, the issue is at the top end that we have the quality to be a team that, you know, can win a lot of games. But we have a bunch of competent players, so we just got to find the right mix and continue to add and try to make our group better.
Bruce, what was the goal going into this preseason, and did you feel you guys accomplished those goals heading in?
Yeah, I think so. The last 2 or 3 weeks we really have gotten better, but it's, you know, again, it's going to take a little time. Our league doesn't start to really get in action until about August every year. So, you know, we got to survive the early going, be a team that's more competitive than we were last year, and hopefully put ourselves in good position for the second half of the season.
Bruce, related to a lot of those new players, we saw combinations you were playing down in India. For
Right.
example, Parks and Kay in the center, playing two forwards. How are some of those combinations working so well for you?
Remains to be seen. You know, we haven't played a game yet, and we're gonna have more answers on Saturday than we have had for the first 4 weeks of preseason.
Is there anything you can share about the lineup for Saturday?
No, it's Wednesday. It's
First
Wednesday.
game coming up, Walken and Rance, bobblehead. Let's talk about the communication, the chemistry. How's everything going on for you guys? Thank you.
I think it's gone well to date, you know, but again, we'll have more answers on Saturday where we are. You know, we play. You know, when I looked at the teams in Coachella, I thought Real Salt Lake was among the best teams. So the opening game will be a real challenge, and it'll be interesting to see how we stand up to a team of that quality.
I understand you won't know until after the first match, but what is your expectation in terms of the type of team and squad you're going to field, not only in the first game, but this season?
I don't think I can answer that question at this point. You know, I think we need to get into it a little bit more and have a better understanding where we stand as a team and how we compare to the other teams in the Western Conference and obviously all over the league.
But obviously you have an idea of what identity you want this team to be. The identity.
My identity is to be better than we were last year. That's the identity I want. We want to be a competitive team. We want to be a coordinated team. We want to be a team that's certainly better defensively than we were last year. We have some players that have a history of scoring goals, and hopefully we can be positioned where we're in games where those guys can make a difference as well.
A new season and a new year, there's always butterflies and expectations for the players. What do you have any butterflies being back?
I don't know if you call it butterflies, but it's always exciting to start a season with a team, and especially a new team. So I've been with a lot of teams that have been in last place, and we've taken on that challenge to try to make them better, and that's the case here as well. So it'll be interesting to see, and I'm excited when you turn the real lights on Saturday how these guys can perform.
With your history of coaching for so long, when you have so many new players brought together, how long does it usually take for you to kind of get a feel of where the team's headed?
I don't know. There's no science to any of this. If it was, everyone would have a good team, right? And it'll take a little time, and you know, there's a lot of things that can happen. You can have injuries, you can have suspensions and other things that make things hectic and perhaps affect your performance. So we just got to get through the first couple of months of the season and get a real good feel for what we're about as a team.
You've had some draft picks as well too.
Mm-hmm.
What's been
They've done very well. The three players we chose in the super draft are good players. So if we've done anything right, we've done that right to date. I think they're going to be good players here in the league.
Are they signed yet? Is that
Well, we've already announced, I think, that Floriani and Roberts have been signed, and Nick Fernandez, if he hasn't signed, will sign this week. Anything else here?
Anything else? We have one right there.
What's your favorite memory of playing against San Jose in the last 30 years?
Beating them in the second game of the playoffs in whatever year that was after they beat us in in LA 1-0, and then we came here and spanked them at Santa Clara. Yeah. That was a good memory, and I had a lot of people with a lot of bad words sitting behind my bench in that game. I remember that. The San Jose fans are passionate, so I'm hopefully they're on my side this time around. Okay.
Any last questions?
You mentioned escaping injuries, and from what we saw in the preseason, you got to play a lot of guys.
Yes.
Without, Benji was one player under surgery, but how about other guys? Guys that survived those games?
Yeah,
Full roster?
we're pretty healthy as a team right now, which is a positive. We had a good preseason.